unit, right?
Yeah. Unit 4. The question 10. Describe a time when your worker was heavy.
Okay, so
Workload is
let me
heavy, sorry.
just.
Workload was heavy.
Workload was heavy. So previously, we already ended checking your answer with the number 9, a situational question about a time you handled a challenge, right?
Yeah.
So this time we're gonna answer or check your answer too in another different situation or situational question.
Yeah.
So could you read the situational question again?
Yeah. Our marketing members hoped we could get the Navis certification to prove our technology is better than the competitors in 3 months. This is our first time to design software architecture, and the Navis helped us to review our design. There were a lot of security requirements was never considered before. Even though we had a lot of pressure because the schedule was very tight, I still learned a lot about security design from Navis engineers. We sacrificed a lot of weekend to make sure to stick the schedule on time. We accomplished the Navis requirement and got Navis 2015 certification on time. Even though we didn't sell a lot of products after getting certification in the end, we still proved our technology was the greatest no-listening competitors in the market.
Okay, in the markets.
Okay, in the markets.
Okay, so that's how you're going to read your answer, like telling a story to the hiring manager, right?
Yeah.
So very good. So we check on that already. So that's good if you practice and how to read the answers properly,
Yeah.
like telling a story to the hiring manager, not sounding like a robotic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this time we are gonna proceed with the number 10 question.
Okay.
Okay, are you or do you see the question in number 10?
Yeah. Describe a time when
Okay.
your workload was heavy.
Okay, how do you understand when we say workload was heavy?
It's like your job is too much, you could not handle it.
Okay, right. So maybe your job is too much for you to do. From the
Yeah.
word itself, heavy. So maybe you cannot, you're hesitant. Maybe you cannot finish it on time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you done answering?
Yes, I finished it.
Okay, so first, before we check on your own answer, we will have the modal answer.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, could you please read the modal answer?
Sure. During time of heavy workload, I like to exhibit passion with a with a sense of urgency. I try not to
Mm-hmm.
let my customer see that my workload is heavy, yet I try to work a maximum efficiency. Being well organized and having a solid grasp on proper producer help this in big way. An example of what I am talking about is like a duck on the water. Above the surface, a duck appears smooth and clean. Under the surface, the duck is moving and walks very rapidly.
Okay, so thank you so much for reading. So this answer from the person refers to or explains about how heavy the workload was,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And sense of urgency means that that kind of task must be done at a specific period of time. So maybe there's a specific deadline.
yeah.
Okay, so do you think that this person has accomplished or finished that task?
Yes, he 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 claimed he finished the task, and he also tell us he hope don't let the custom feel we are very busy. He hope later name he give an example like a duck. Under the surface, the duck is
Mm-hmm.
moving water very rapidly.
Correct. So it's like a comparison to a duck on the water. So if the duck is paddling on the water, we can see that the duck seems to be relaxed and calm, right?
Yeah,
But underneath, like under the water,
yeah.
so the duck is moving, but we cannot see it in the surface,
Yes, his leg is quickly shaking, quickly
shaking
shaking.
below the
Yeah,
water
quickly shaking.
to move, right?
Yeah,
Like swimming. So we can see that the duck seems to be relaxed and not doing anything, but below it, its feet, it's moving and working,
yeah.
right? So it's a comparison of this person. So I would like to check your answer below. Could you please read it?
Okay. During times of heavy workload, I like to show patience and urgency. I will list all the tasks and sort them, then set through the task based on the priority. We usually receive urgent issue based on customer's requirement. If there is a problem with the MP, we will try my best to support and suspend other tasks. If I don't have enough time to finish it on time, I will report to the supervisor. Let him decide which task is the first priority. I will do my best to complete the boss's mission.
Okay, so thank you so much. Your answer seems to be in general, right? Like all the tasks given to you, or there are many tasks given to you, and you don't know which one you're going to prioritize. Is that right?
Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
I have some priority in my mind. If
Mm-hmm.
the task is come from customer, because the customer they have already prepared to sell their product, so almost care is first priority. But if this feature is about the developer, now we have to develop a new feature with Sony. The plan is very long, so this task is not critical. But the
Mm-hmm.
most critical issue is an urgent issue. Is an MP issue. MP issue is mean when the all the factory is waiting, all the all the worker in the factory, they are waiting for you because they
Mm-hmm.
need your solution. If you can give them solution, their product could not be produced. So this is, I think there are a lot of pressure if when we accept the or receive the urgent issue from the factory.
I see. Okay, but does it really happen like in a day? You have many tasks given to you?
Every day. I think it's every day. But uh, I give a conclusion is we have to ask a boss because sometimes even you think maybe the priority which one is the important, right? But your boss maybe he don't think so. So if you
Mm-hmm.
feel confused, maybe you should uh, ask your management. Let he help you to decide which task is the first priority for you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So what would happen if, for example, you have four tasks in a day,
Yeah.
right? So what will happen if all of those were urgent? So is your boss giving that other task to other people?
Oh yeah, but I think it's very even he give you a task to another engineer. I think it's not useful because we each engineer we have our own module, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if you are other engineer, maybe you are not familiar with my module. So even I give you module, I need to teach you how to compile your source code, how to read the document, how to test the source code. Wow, when I teach you all the material, the issue has already maybe already has already over. Yeah.
I see. Okay. So, yeah, so there must be a fair distribution of the task to do, right? So it can't be that your team will have several jobs to do and the other team would have nothing to do at all.
Oh yeah, we have
So
a
I get,
we have a situation like this. But I think
okay.
it's like your fate. Maybe your fate is not well, so you belong to some hard worker team. But in almost the case, you service in a hard workload team. Maybe your bonus is much. Almost the
Mm-hmm.
case. But if your manager maybe he makes some mistake, and your highest manager feel not happy, maybe the answer is not. Yeah, actually, we usually work hard, right? But maybe sometimes you or just once you make a mistake. Because the mistake is very huge, and you could not you don't have any good way uh, to fix it. If it happen, maybe your bonus will disappear. Like my previous, I have some college. They have fight with my highest manager. It's like
Mm-hmm.
the it's like the director, and when he fight with them, his bonus become zero this year. Just even he worked so
Mm-hmm.
hard, maybe for 11 months, but in the final months, he fight with the manager, his bonus become zero. So actually, we work always actually we prevent to make a mistake in almost a case. So many engineers don't like to receive some hard test because if he make a mistake, maybe he don't do well. But yes, if you have the encourage or you have the you are brave
You
to
have the courage.
yeah you
Mm-hmm.
have a courage or you are brave to accept some difficult task and you still couldn't finish it. Yes, you will be very uh it's called read man. We Chinese call it read man. You're called a
Mm-hmm.
read man and in your manager and your bonus will become become huge because you overcome the so difficult problem or so difficult issue only you can finish it. But if you fail, maybe you will become black man. Because black man is like you do even
Mm-hmm.
you do something well, your manager also feel no, it's not you should not do that like this.
I see. Okay. So it really matters. And you must be wise in doing that kind of job, right?
Yeah, but I don't.
Because what if you're doing a lot and you cannot even get a better bonus?
Yeah, but actually I don't like the situation because in most cases, any engineer like all these engineer they don't like to make a mistake, so they if you give the job, they try to reject or refuse your requirements. So the problem is if you don't want to, yes, you maybe your bonus is not the rank one, but if you
Mm-hmm.
don't make a mistake, maybe uh, you are ranked in the middle. So maybe some people think that's okay for them, but I don't like
Mm-hmm.
the situation. I don't like the atmosphere. I don't like the atmosphere. Yeah.
I see. Okay. So, but is there some case like if the boss is like close to a colleague, like he or she is your friend,
Yeah.
he or she will get a better bonus than you, even if he's not doing a lot of job.
Yeah. Actually, we call and we have a word for this. We call manager up. We call it manager to your or handle your manager. We have a Chinese call like that. That's mean actually
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to do task well. You just handle your manager well. Then he know you work hard and you do well. Actually, you don't do anything. But if you can let your manager trust you, you are the best in the team. You
Mm-hmm.
always can get a good bonus. Maybe your task is other engineer finishing, but you still claim, hey, this task is belong to me. I know how to do that like this.
I see. Okay. So it really matters, right? Just like in your answer here.
Yeah,
So I guess what you're trying to say is that if there are many tasks to do, so you have to set and make a list to make sure which one you should do first as your priority, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And if there's any problem with the MP, what's MP?
MP. Oh, MP issue. I forgot real name, but we usually use this word. It's like
Uh-huh.
when we want to um. Because we are chip vendor and finally we need to produce the chip in the factory and the MP is like the urgent problem or it's like
Mm-hmm.
all the worker they are waiting for your solution because if you don't give them solution they could not work so many workers still waiting for you all the task is suspend.
Okay, so we can use that for as long as you know how what it means, okay? I will try my best to support and suspend other tasks. If I don't have enough time to finish it on time, I will report to the supervisor or your superior. Let him decide which task is the first priority. I will do my best to complete the boss mission. Okay, very good. So I think your answer is already okay. So does it mean that you cannot decide yourself which task you're going to do first? So you really have to like speak with your superior to know which one should you do first.
Yeah.
Is it all the time that you have to ask for your boss to decide, or
If you usually ask him I think he will feel very you are
upset?
accept accept I'm not sure. Will you mind repeat that again? You call the word is
Upset, like upset,
opposite.
up and set.
Oh, let me check. Oh, opposite.
Or he will not be happy about it if you
Yeah,
keep on asking.
yeah. Asking his stupid question. But according to your manager, because some manager they like to control or handle all things by himself.
Mm.
He need you to report him every task detail for him.
Ah, just to update.
Yeah, like my previous manager, when I work for him every day when we want to go home, we need to write a daily report. Like today, what
Mm.
I do something, blah 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 blah. I do blah 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 blah. Blah. Yeah,
Mm. So like a weekly report.
yeah, but it's a daily report, not a weekly report. You need to write your task
Oh,
every day.
daily.
Yeah, daily report.
Yeah, so that could be additional job for you, right? If that's daily, then it must be a hard thing to do because normally we do a weekly or a monthly report, not daily, right?
I know because
Most of the time.
sometimes maybe actually today I have 3 meeting or 4 meeting. When I finishing all the meeting, oh, it's already I need to go home, so I don't have any task finish today. Can can write on the report. Can be write on the report.
Mm, uh-huh. Do you send it through email or
Oh, we soon the email. Our management he gave our guidelines, and we need to follow his guideline to follow the format to write our task status, and he will check our task status every day. If he feels some task is little strange, maybe he will find you to his office to check your status, your task, your
mm,
workload, your task status.
I see. Okay. Maybe he is doing that to make sure that he is updated with the daily task, right?
Yeah,
So that's why he needs to have that daily report. Okay. But anyway, that's additional job for you to do.
yeah.
So maybe almost all the employees would not want to have daily reports.
Yeah, actually, many engineers don't like to do that because maybe every day you need to spend 30 minutes to write a day report.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you have to waste
yes,
your
yes.
time.
But my manager, his purpose, I couldn't understand it because he hoped we could uh, report a risk for him because previously because our workload is heavy, so we don't we don't consider our schedule. So sometimes, this task we usually ignore it, but suddenly the customer they need your solution right now, and if you can finish the solution, you could give them solution. You need to go to abroad or business trip. And if this situation happen, my highest manager will be blamed by his boss. So here we couldn't, if we found that yes the risk maybe will happen, we shouldn't tell him maybe maybe early. Let he have a time to or have a buffer to prepare or to reschedule.
I see. Okay. All right. So that is the case. So, but I think it would be better if you keep updating your boss, but not really all the time, right? Like
Yeah,
every single day, because you might waste your time, and I think you're not paid for the hours that you're going through your report,
I
isn't
think
it?
yes. I think the best way is we don't need to write that report, but if we found some risk,
Mm.
we can take a report or write an email to notice our manager. Actually, I prefer
Yeah.
that, but yes, but my previous manager, they because previously my team is new, and maybe we don't have a good organize our people, so
Mm-hmm.
my manager become change a lot. I changed three management,
Mm-hmm.
but finally the manager, this management, his solution is he need us to write a daily report. I'm not sure. Yes, but he don't be changed by the other by his boss. So I think yes, this solution is I think no engineer like that, but is the solution help my management keep his position.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So that he will not be scolded by the boss at the higher position too, right?
I have to say the truth. Actually, our worker efficiency don't improve because we need to report in detail something and we need to waste a lot of time to do something not useful. Some progress, not really write code,
Mm-hmm.
because we do that, so our manager he can tell his boss, hey, we do something to prevent something happen again. We maybe have a meeting to talking about the issue, how to resolve like this. So it's look like
Mm-hmm.
yes, we don't our coding type become this, but we have a lot of way to prevent the thing happen again. And I think my manager, my boss, my highest boss, he like the strategy. So yes, my manager is still
Mm-hmm.
alive in our company.
I see. Okay, so that is why. So anyway, Pincus, great job on your answer. I don't have to change anything for that, but just like my normal advice, if you have time, you could practice on how to uh, read your answer, just like you're telling a story to the hiring manager. Okay, but your sentence construction as well as your answer is already fine, so we don't have to change that. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so that's the last page for our Unit 4. So we will move on to the last material we have for our effective interview skills, which is the Unit 5. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so here, the main topic for the Unit 5 is steps to ace any panel job interview. How do you understand when we say panel interview?
I think a panel interview is like you need to have an interview with your features manager or your features employees or your features partner.
Can you say it again? Sorry.
Okay, sorry. It's like
If
you have to interview with some team member, your future team member,
Okay,
your features colleagues.
your future colleagues.
Oh, sorry, colleagues. Yeah, colleagues. College is school,
Okay.
right? College is school.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Sorry.
it's different colleges for
Sorry,
colleagues.
colleagues.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when you say panel interview, you're not being interviewed one on one.
Yeah.
So, just like our previous lesson, it should be the hiring manager and you, right? But when we say panel interview, there are many of you being interviewed by a hiring manager at the
Yeah.
same time. For
Yeah.
example, there are five or three of you being interviewed together at the same time. So that's what we call as panel job interview. Okay?
Yeah.
Have you tried to have a panel job interview before?
No, but actually Google prefer that. I if
Uh-huh.
if you search some key point in the YouTube, and you can find many people they will share their interview experience with Google. And in this interview, Google have two overseas engineers join the hand-on interview. You can find he will find a junior engineer and the senior engineer and the candidate and they will ask a question and interact with you.
I see. So, what do you think is the reason why some hiring manager or some company would want to have a panel interview instead of one-on-one
Uh,
interview?
I think one actually I prefer panel interview because I think one on one is wasting time. Because my
Mhm.
company when I joined my company we have three interview and every time is one by one. So I need to pass my manager and secondly I need to pass my manager of manager and thirdly I need to pass my manager of manager of manager. Yeah. So it's waste of time. You can actually if you work in the future, it's like all of them maybe you will work in the same environment or in the same
Mm,
office and you can see each other every day. So why you don't just interview with them? Because you can be familiar with their working atmosphere over there. Maybe the company or the team culture is suitable for you or not. But you just maybe one by one, it's not easy to feel the team culture over there
mhm.
working behavior. It's not easy to be observed. So actually, I prefer the panel interview.
Okay, but are you not nervous because there are many
Yeah,
of you being interviewed, so your colleague or your the other person who is applying for the job can hear your answers?
I think it's okay because I actually if you let me choose it, meeting three people three times or just once
Uh-huh.
three times or just once three people. I prefer once three people because I want to save
Actually,
my.
when we say panel interview, it does not mean that you're only being interviewed once,
I
okay?
know, no,
When we
maybe
say
many
panel
times,
interview, it's still many. Uh-huh.
many people join the interview. You can save your time because you don't need to maybe you
Uh,
don't need to have an interview with he next time.
okay. So, are you not like because other people
Yeah.
would feel that they are shy to like answer or say their answer because there are many of you who would answer the same question, right? Maybe three of you, because when you see panel interview, there's only one question,
Yeah.
and all of you would answer it one by one. If there are three of you, then the first person would answer, the second person would answer, and the third person would answer.
Oh.
So you're kind of nervous. So maybe your answer is the same as the other person, right? So what are
Oh.
you going to say? So are you not nervous about it, or are you confident to have a panel interview instead of one-on-one?
Wait a minute. Because previously you mean three candidates or three hiring manager? I think they are different.
No, no. When I say panel interview, there's only one hiring manager and there are many candidates together in one interview.
Oh.
So many of you are being interviewed. That's what we mean by panel interview.
Also, it's like many candidates in the have
Yes,
oh sorry I misunderstand
at the
meaning.
same time. Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Uh, yes. If it's in a situation, maybe it's a little different because, but in
Mm.
almost case, I think I'm the best in almost case. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of my coding skill.
Okay, that's good. So you must be proud of your experience and your skill too, right? and you must really be confident, and you are confident with yourself that you are like you are. If you're going to rank all of you, then you'll be at the first rank. If there are three of you being interviewed, then you must be confident that you're the best among the three, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I think not just to present you are the best in the
Uh-huh.
in the panel interview, because I think it's
Uh-huh.
also the hiring manager will observe your personal
Behavior.
behavior or
Uh-huh.
personality, like you how
Yeah.
to interact with other candidates. Because maybe some
Mm-hmm.
people he's very proud of his skill, but he don't. Yes, actually there are some engineer they are have good quality skill, but they could not. Uh, they are not good at teamwork. So actually, because actually today the software architecture is very huge. Many tasks need to co-work or cooperate with other engineers. So even you are very strong, you can write the develop architecture by yourself. But if you cannot co-work
Mm-hmm.
with your partner, it's not the
Mm-hmm.
manager still could not give you some important task.
Yeah, exactly. So it's still important for you to show your character that you can work in a team or you can like have a good conversation with other people because just like we say it's a panel interview,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So they are going to check too on how you're going to behave or about your character if you're with other future colleagues,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So we will learn more on that in our unit 5. So we will start with the idioms before we go to
Okay,
the techniques and how to nail a panel interview. Okay, let's have the first one.
okay,
Center of attention.
okay. Someone who
Please. Uh-huh.
everyone notices or watches.
Okay, someone whom everyone else notices or watches. So, for example, you're always the center of attention because whatever you do, uh, people in the company would always notice you or watch what you're doing,
I have a question.
right?
Is
Mm-hmm.
good or not? Is many people think you are the party king in the central of attention, or think oh this guy is very awful. It's very awful. Which case? In almost the case, which case in the BTS?
Okay, actually, when we say center of attention, it can be a positive view or a negative view. So it
Oh,
depends. For
okay.
example,
Yeah,
you're a person who always make a bad image for the company. So you're still the center of attention because people might watch every time you do a certain action,
yeah,
right? Or you can be a center of attention as a positive where, for example, you're the best employee or you are the expert among all the employees. You do more tasks or like you know better than the others.
yeah,
And you receive awards, for example. Okay, many awards for that year. So you could be a center of attention. So many people or many colleagues in the company would look up to you and they want to be just like you. So that's why they notices everything that you do.
okay,
So that could depend on the situation too.
okay.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So let's have the second one. Please read.
Ego boost.
Mm,
Okay, something such as press, successes, etc. Let's make one feel better about oneself or raise one's moral.
okay. Praise.
Okay, press,
One more time. Praise.
praise,
Praise.
praise.
Okay. So what is praise?
I forgot. Let me
You
check.
know what it is?
It's like you tell someone, hey, you are awesome. Wow, you do very well.
Correct. Yeah, that's praising someone.
Yeah,
You express that you approve or you admire
yeah,
someone for doing something good, right?
yeah,
Okay, so when you do praise, that's ego boost. you boost the personality of the other person. Of course, if you feel that someone notices or tells you that they admire you,
Yeah.
so you feel that you're more confident to do better, right?
Yeah.
When I say boost, they just add it. You're becoming more confident.
Yeah.
So they make someone feel better about themselves. Do
Mm.
you like someone tell you that you're doing a great job?
I like who don't like somebody admire you. I think many people they hope their job uh can be let me check the word. Or
Uh-huh.
can be have value to be to be let me check. Uh, agree. Yeah. Agree. Yeah. They
Mm.
hope
They agree.
yeah, we hope our task, our life's value could be agreed by other people. I think nobody don't want to, or they don't want to their value be disapproved.
Yeah, exactly. So we always want, or sometimes it's good to hear praises from other people for you to feel that they notice about what you're doing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Rather than you always try your best and exert more effort and you were not recognized, for example, or other people are recognized even if they're not really doing a better job like you.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
it that unfair?
yeah. And actually, I found many people they leave their job or quit their job not because they don't satisfy the salary. In almost cases, they could not be recognized by their management or their
They're not
co-
acknowledged.
or their over their colleagues. So they feel they don't know how should he stay in the team. So they will quickly find a new job. Yes.
I see. So it seems that they are not being acknowledged or not given value in the company.
Yeah. You need to press. Can let you show your value. Prove your prove your life.
Exactly. So it's always good to hear someone gives you or tell you that you're having a value, right?
Yeah.
So that's to boost your ego
Yeah.
or to add confidence in yourself. So next, please read Superstar Muho.
Oh, Muho. Why is it
Mhm.
called Muho? Because it's J. I think it's Mujo.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
okay. So it's the genre of the word. Just like in the language or in different language like Spanish, right?
Oh.
J is pronounced as H.
Oh, Muho. Oh.
Hmm.
How
Yeah.
what does it
So
mean?
actually, it can be pronounced as mojo
Yeah.
or moho. So it depends. That's the genre of the word itself. Okay.
Okay.
So which one do you think is much better or much easier for you to pronounce?
If a native speaker prefer to speak later, I will choose later.
Hmm. Well, maybe I suggest you would say mojo or mojo
Oh. Okay.
like this. Pronounce with jo, not ho.
Okay.
Okay. But most people really pronounce it that way.
Okay.
Okay. So what do we mean by superstar mojo?
Actually, in the meaning is like a
Mm.
it's like a you good luck some people and it's like a magical or a supernatural. But so it's like a magic. It's like a some special magic that you to bless you do well.
Yeah, other people believe in that, like Chinese. I believe that you have charm or good luck charm,
Good luck
like a
charm.
bracelet, and it would mean you something.
Oh, good luck charm.
Have you heard about that?
I know. It's like it's It's like to praise some people. He works smoothly or works successful. Am I correct? Or praise
Can you repeat
he.
it?
Oh, it's like you praise some people. His task couldn't accomplish successfully or work smoothly. Am I correct?
I'm not quite sure with that, but this one really like means a thing. It could be a thing. So for
See.
example,
Yeah,
a thing. Yeah, it could be a thing.
yeah.
So for example, this picture. Let me show you.
Okay,
This one. This is in Chinese, right?
let me check. Oh, it's less. Okay.
How do you call this?
I don't know. It is called a coin. It's called coin. I'm not sure.
Maybe a good luck charm that
Oh,
would mean
good
maybe
luck charm. Yeah, yeah,
prosperity.
yeah. I have here. Good luck charm. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
a
So some
sound
people,
lucky. So it's a sound like a
like a charm.
sound lucky charm. Oh, so it's like a four.
Yeah.
It's called four leaves.
Uh-huh. Yes, exactly. That one too.
Okay.
Yes. So that it's anything that people would believe that they are being blessed with something that they wear or they have. It could
Okay.
be a good luck charm, like a
Okay.
thing like this, right?
Okay. Okay. I
I
catch your
believe this.
point. Yeah.
Okay, I believe this one is really familiar with Chinese, right? They they buy these things that would mean maybe prosperity or would mean good health, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's superstar mojo. Okay, they
Oh,
called it superstar mojo in general.
okay.
Okay, so next we have heading into.
Okay. Heading into to direct someone or something into someone or something.
Okay, to direct someone or something into someone or something. So heading into. For example, I am heading into
Mm.
making strategy about this project.
Yeah.
So that is where you're going to, like a goal you're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay? So from the word itself, heading into, that's where you're going to. Okay? Directing to.
But this
Is
word.
this clear?
Okay. So this word maybe some people will feel is so strongly because it's like people he want to control anything because he want to directly do something by himself. And I could write it or I think too much.
That can be, yeah, but it is more like into
Yeah.
just a normal conversation, not really a strong conversation using heading into.
Okay.
So even a normal conversation, for example, I another example is
Yeah.
Pincus
Yeah.
was heading into the car in the parking place. That's where you're going to. So when you say heading into, uh, a person is going to somewhere else
Yeah.
or to something. Okay, like uh, giving you an idea which place you're going to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have the next. Start someone off.
Start someone off. To cause them
Okay.
to begin doing something.
Okay, to cause them to begin doing something. So, for example, you have a task to do in a team, and the members of the team feel so lazy to do it,
Yeah.
right? You do something to start someone off to be able to let them begin do the task. So you are the reason why they begin it or do that.
Yeah.
So you start someone off when you let them begin doing the task. Okay?
Yeah, but I think it's a hard
That's
job.
an
It's not.
action.
It's a hard job for me because you need
Uh-huh.
to encourage some people to finish his task. But maybe some people they don't want to spend too
Mhm.
much time on job.
Yeah, so maybe that's the case. We cannot force someone to do something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, let's have the next one. Is this clear to you, or you have any questions?
Oh, it's clear for me. Thanks.
Okay, let's have the next. Long drawn out.
Long draw out. Taking more time than is necessary.
Okay,
Taking
more time.
time. Sorry. Taking more time than is necessary.
Okay, example, this task is long drawn out, which means you're not able to finish it on time,
Yeah.
and it took you too long to finish than expected,
Yeah.
right? Okay, have you had that kind of task before?
Yeah, but I think the most problem is not is not the engineer quality is well. Is the problem is they don't estimate the schedule um, correctly or precisely or precisely. I forgot the word.
Precisely.
Yeah, precisely or precisely.
Precisely.
Yeah, because actually when they estimate the workload, they are not they don't have the domain knowledge. If the task leader is not worker, don't have experience about the task the domain, he could not have correct. He could not estimate the schedule correctly. So maybe he don't give you too much time. So when the schedule is coming, or is it we have we could not deliver it on time. He will usually
Mm-hmm.
highlight you, but actually previously he don't consider the he don't find the real expert to help him to
Mm-hmm.
estimate the correct schedule.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that could be a problem. And there are many things that would hinder you or that would make a project long drawn out, right?
Yeah,
So maybe not enough people to do the task, or it was not clear, or the deadline was not given to you clearly.
yeah.
So that is why you were not able to finish it. So there are many criterias on why a project or a task will be called a long drawn out project. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's have the next one. Get flustered.
Get frustrated, get upset and confused.
Okay, so this one is quite easy. So from the word itself, flustered, it means confused or nervous. Okay, you're nervous about doing something.
Yeah,
So, for example, when I had an interview with the hiring manager, I got flustered. So you get nervous or you um,
yeah,
like you're not confident about yourself
yeah,
or you're confused about something. Okay,
yeah.
that's a feeling that you feel. Okay, so we will end this part for now, Pincus, as we don't have much time. Do you have any questions about the idioms?
No, thanks. That seems clear for me. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, you're welcome. So if you have time, you could review the lesson material. And if you have questions, you could always send me a message, okay?
I have a question. If we could still,
Uh-huh.
if we still could not finish our all the material,
Mm.
uh, it's okay, or actually we just finish it on or tutor or PHP language don't care that.
Okay, actually, it depends on you. If we don't want to continue the Unit 5 for effective interview skills,
Yeah,
because you're running out of time maybe,
yeah.
then we can just skip this unit and we can start next class on business English.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to do that?
No. Actually, we could. I think we just continue
Hmm.
our current schedule. And if
Lesson
we
material.
could
Okay.
not, yeah, if we could not finish the material, it's okay. Yeah, it's also
It's
okay.
okay. Yeah, it,
Yeah.
it would be okay.
Okay.
Okay, then. So, yeah, thank you, Pinkus, for tonight and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Enjoy your rest evening too. Bye bye.
Okay.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.